Okay, just doing an update on the blower housing for my Lennox heat pump. So there was insulation on the side of this blower housing, which was fiberglass, and behind the housing there were various holes and knockouts that weren't sealed, so that would allow air to suck through the wall, which I don't want. So I took all that fiberglass insulation out, which I can't stand fiberglass insulation. If you watch my other videos, you know I think that stuff is garbage, and it molds and it wicks moisture, and it's bad to breathe, and it's bad to get in your eyes, and it's bad to get in your skin. So hate it. So we've got foam here, and I use contact cement to seal this up against the housing and seal the holes that were in the metal housing. So this lower case also has been sealed to my custom secondary drip pan, which you can see up in here. So slowly but surely we're getting there. So I just want to do a video about this lower case inner-therm unit, replacing the fiberglass insulation and sealing it up properly so no air infiltrates through. Also, what this stuff is Flex Seal. So that's what I've used to seal the metal here, and then down, of course, inside there, use Flex Seal down in there in case any water gets down in there. That's all sealed up and waterproof. So I've done a lot of work sealing this up, so you can see down in there that's pretty sealed, pretty well sealed, and it's in good shape. The problem I got with a Flex Seal, contact cement and your tape and anything else you want to try and attach to this Flex Seal, nothing wants to stick to this Flex Seal. It's like Teflon. So the Flex Seal starts at the insulation here and goes down, but I did try and get some of my tape here to stick some of the Flex Seal on the side to protect the there's foam back in here, so I foamed the back of this face, and I want my UV light to disintegrate my foam, but I couldn't get that damn stuff to seal, so I wound up having up top I couldn't get it to seal, so I'd use Gorilla Tape and put some staples in it to make it go. So there you have it. So just going through sealing this up. I've got the new pan in. We've got the new coil, the secondary drain pan that I made out of 1/4-inch steel. That's sealed to the back of the wall. This entire room below here with the mirrors is completely sealed with Flex Seal. And then the back of the pan of my secondary condensation pan against the wall is sealed. And the side here will get sealed right down in here. I'm going to just pour some of that Flex Seal down in the sides. And what that'll do is seal the side walls, and it'll seal the back pan, so if any humidity were to get down in there, it'll come to the front on the flashing, and then the flashing itself is insulated with cork. So I'm doing all I can to really make this a one-time affair, and I don't want to have to deal with this ever again. I'm so sick and tired of this HVAC system, I'm telling you. The Mr. Slim do-it-yourself mini splits are looking mighty fine right about now for me. So anyway, I'm rambling. I'm tired. It's 2:30 in the morning. I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow, so my brain isn't clicking like I would like it to, and I've been breathing contact cement for about 4 hours, so that's where we're at. I just wanted to do an update. So the blower housing is insulated and sealed completely. The coil housing is not insulated, obviously, there's no reason to, but it is sealed with Flex Seal all the way around. And then the secondary pan is sitting on cork. My secondary drain pan, which is 1/4 inch steel, sitting on a cork. And you can see it up there, and it's sealed. The secondary drain pan is sealed to the flashing. The primary drain pan has the Armaflex wrap around the bottom of it to keep it from sweating. And it sits in here tight. I mean, I got this thing really tight. I did my measurements good and got this to fit perfectly. So, got my squawk box here. My secondary drain pan, I didn't put a drain on it because that's not its purpose. It's just to collect any condensation. The water alarm will go off and let me know, but any splashes or drips will be caught by that secondary drain pan and it'll evaporate. So this is not really a backup drain pan, it's a secondary drain pan. So that's where we're at. Getting there a little bit more every day, and I'll be glad to get this thing put together. I've still got to go outside and move the outdoor coil. I've got to make a bracket to hold my UV light because this coil is taller. So my UV light, I have to make a frame for my UV light. And that frame is going to go up in here because the frame's going to be about 6 inches tall, and then my UV light will come through it through here, and then my HEPA filter, my pleated HEPA filter, will sit on top, right about there. So it's going to be really nice. I'll be glad when it's all done. So we'll have our pleated HEPA filter here. Underneath it will be the UV light shining down on the coil against the mirrors to reflect back into the coil. We have a secondary pan here, 1/4 inch steel, primary drain pan, insulated between the secondary drain pan and the primary is Armaflex glued to the bottom of the primary drain pan all the way around the bottom of it, and then that is sealed to the flashing. See it? So, and then there's cork insulation between the steel secondary drain pan and the flashing. So there isn't much more I can do with this. So it's all done. We shouldn't have any condensation like I have in a prior video, or any air infiltration coming from underneath the secondary drain pan or underneath the primary drain pan. The primary drain pan shouldn't sweat and condensate. This coil will breathe right. It shouldn't drip. So we'll have dry blower room. I should have a dry coil room, and I replaced all the flexible ductwork with rigid ductwork. Got to finish insulating that. Got to move the outdoor coil. So I got some more work to do. It's going to be quite unique when I'm all done, but the point of doing all this is I don't want to have to worry about this system ever again until it blows up the compressor. So, you know, that's where I'm at. So just a heads up what's going on. So when I'm all done with the whole system, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on the complete system top to bottom. So, all right, take care.